Hi everyone, today we'll be reviewing the Kwikpoint International Translator. This is a visual guide with different illustrations to help you cut across language barriers when traveling abroad. Now I've seen other visual guides while on the market, but this had a few features that I thought made it stand out. The main thing that caught my attention is the fact that it's laminated. Now, every paper item that I've owned, whether it's a book, a pamphlet, even my passport, has gotten worn out while I was traveling because it's been compressed and bent, and also because moisture has leaked through into the paper and caused it to deteriorate. The fact that this is laminated gives me a little bit more confidence when moving about with this because I don't have to worry about keeping this safe. Another thing you're going to notice is the fact that this opens up in a map style arrangement. Now, some people might think this is less handy and a little bit more bulky than a standard pamphlet, but this is durable for the fact that any pamphlet that you own, by repeated opening and closings, eventually the staple is going to eat through the pages and the pages are going to fall out. By leaving it in this style, you're not going to have to worry about any staples eating through it. And also, if you know which sections you're going to use, you can just simply refold it and have the pages that you're going to use handy, like so, and you won't have any problems. So it's an easy fix to get around that. Another thing that I like is the fact that this pretty much has all the illustrations that you're going to need to get through most social situations when you're in another country. For example, just a quick tour, you're going to have pictures to talk about eating out, different types of foods, different types of things that you're going to run across. For example, beer and wine, whether or not you're a vegetarian, or how you'd like your meat prepared. There's illustrations for different types of work environments, whether you want to go see a show or a sporting event, different types of services, for example, custodial, and also different room arrangements. And while we're on this side, one thing that I've seen in this guide that I haven't seen in others is the fact that there are illustrations for a USB flash drive. I haven't seen that anywhere else. And personal favorite, whether or not there is a Western style or a squat style toilet. Sometimes you just can't be modest, you have to be honest about it, and if you're looking for particular arrangements and you can't speak the local language, this little drawing right here is going to save you a lot of trouble. Also, one thing that I've seen is the fact that it has a little illustration that talks about voltage and the different type of outlet plugs that you're going to come across. I haven't seen this in other guides, and I think this is a simple drawing that is going to really help you when you're traveling. Going to the other side, there are drawings for basic types of travel. For example, if you're going to be going by plane, train, automobile, or boat. Different issues that you're going to come across. For example, whether you run out of petrol, you need oil, jumper cables, basic toiletries, and different types of services. Also, other services, for example, banks, post office, fire and medical, hospital. And also, one thing that I've seen in this that I haven't seen elsewhere is the fact that there's a number chart. Now, I recommend everybody brings a pen and paper with them wherever they go, but for some other reason you might get caught with just this guide on you, so it's handy to be able to point to certain numbers and illustrations and negotiate things like price and number of items. One thing that I also like about this is the fact that there are conversion tables. Being in the United States, we're used to the imperial system, so we're used to miles, and we're used to Fahrenheit, and we're used to pounds. However, I like the fact that there is this conversion chart to help us with that. Another thing is, when you're shopping, there's a sizing chart to help determine between sizes in the UK, the US, and Europe. And also, if you're moving between different time zones, I like that there's this handy little chart to help you figure out what time it is back home compared to where you are at the present. Another thing that you'll see here is that there is a small little phrase chart. The languages here are French, Spanish, Italian, Russian, German, Portuguese, Mandarin Chinese, Cantonese Chinese, and Japanese. Now, these are just basic phrases, for example, hello, goodbye, please, thank you, and how much. However, if you're going to be moving between different European countries or some other Asian countries, and you're not going to be staying for too long and just need the basic phrases, this will do you very well. The only hits I will give to this are the fact that, personally, I would have liked more illustrations instead of the phrase books right here. And also, there are two squares right here that are blank with just some product literature. I would have liked more illustrations here. However, as it is, the drawings that are present are pretty much going to cover any type of situation I'm going to need. There's even an illustration asking what kind of view you're going to get in your room. So, and also, I love this right here. There's actually a stationary section right here. But basically, this will cover much every situation you're going to come across when traveling. It's lightweight, and it doesn't take up any space. If I just fold this up here, you'll notice it's very thin. So if you guys are interested in getting this, and I do recommend everybody who's traveling abroad get this and carry it on them, it won't cost you any space or trouble. You can refer to Corporate Travel Safety. I'll put their YouTube page on the right-hand information bar, as well as their travel site. They have a bunch of other travel-related products that I think are a great deal. So check it out. I think you'll like it. It's going to be handy, and if anything, it won't bother you at all. It doesn't take up any room. So that's my little review of the Kwikpoint International Translator. Give it a try. I think you'll like it. Have a great day, guys. Bye.